Hi there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Deborah. I am a Nigerian but presently here in the Philippines. I'm a student here. So today, according to the title, yes, I know that's what brought you here, and I promise you're going to get one or two things here. So if you're new here, you are welcome. Like, I welcome you with the whole of my heart. And if you're here to subscribe, please click that red bell subscription button. Yeah, there's a red inscription down here. I think it's by the left, written subscribe. Click on it to get yourself subscribed. And for my old subscribers, you guys are the best. So without talking too much, guys, let us get into the video. Today I'm going to be telling you some things you need to know before coming to this place as a student. Yes, so number one, you need to get yourself a sponsor. Yeah, like here there's nothing like scholarship grants and all that. The only source of income you have is your sponsor. So before you come to the Philippines to study, please get yourself a sponsor. You should get yourself a reliable sponsor. Of course, I know that life happens, but anyway, before you even go to the embassy, it's also one of their requirements. You need a sponsor with a reliable source of income. So get yourself a sponsor till life happens. Okay, number two, students don't work here. Yes, students don't work here. You heard me right. Meanwhile, while coming from the embassy, if they give you your visa, what they will give you is tourist visa. So when you come to the Philippines, you now convert the tourist visa to a student visa. And with that student visa, just according to the name, that is the only thing you can use it for in Philippines. Studies. Yes, students don't work here. They will give you student visa. So do not come here thinking that there is job anywhere for you. Like, anyway, stuffs can change, policies can change, but at the moment I am making this video, just know that there's no work for students here. Yeah, when I mean work, I'm talking about 9 to 7, I've been 9 to 4 kind of white collar job. No, but if you've got yourself some skills, yeah, you can also thrive in the Philippines. Next, you should also know that in Philippines, students renew their visa yearly, on a yearly basis. Those are also the expenses you need to know so you can tell your sponsor back at home. And at this point, again, I will also want to add this, that it is also very important that while you want to, or you're intending to come here, or you're sure that you're coming to this place, you need to prepare for where you'll be staying from home. Like, plan these things from home so that you don't get here and get stuck or facing series of dramas. Solve those stuff outside at home. Solve them at home. Plan it. If you have someone here that can help you get apartments, so that when you come here it will be less stressful for you. I think also you need to know that you should know that Philippines is a language country. Yes, you heard me. Even though they speak English, but they are a language country. Now I'm here in Cebu. They speak Tagalog, Cebuano, but you can communicate with English here. But just know they are a language country, and sometimes in class, they can chip in one of those languages. This is so you should be mentally and emotionally stable. Yes, I said it. You should be mentally and emotionally stable if you're thinking to come to this place. I think generally, like, if you're leaving home, you should be mentally and emotionally stable. Yes. Why? So that you can be able to cope or thrive here, because obviously you should know that life is full of ups and downs. You get to meet different kind of people, different kind of situations. So it's even though studies here is good, is okay, but psychologically, mentally, if you're not ready, my dear, it will drain you. So be mentally and emotionally prepared. before coming to the Philippines. And I also want to apologize. Please, if you hear any noise in the background, please ignore. There is construction work going on right now in my neighborhood, and it is beyond what I can control. Just ignore the sound. Do like you do not hear anything. Thank you. I know you understand. So back to what I was saying. Please train yourself to be emotionally and mentally stable, because in this place you will meet a lot of different kind of human beings. Anyway, you are going to studies will stress you. Life itself, you get what I mean? So I think it's also a requirement. You might think it's not necessary, but it's very important. You should be emotionally and mentally stable before coming to the Philippines. Last point, not really the last point, you need to be open-minded. You should be open-minded. You know what I mean by open-minded? Be flexible, because you're leaving home and where you're coming to are a people of different, entirely different culture from yours. Their belief system is almost different from what you're thinking or the way you were trained. So for you to adapt here and not have issues with people, you need to just be flexible and open-minded before coming to this place. Okay, let me give an example. I think I'm going to do that video, some of my cultural shocks when I entered the Philippines. So let me give this example why I said you should be open-minded. Like when I came here, their food is nice, but when I came newly here, it was not funny. But I had to just, get used to it. It's part of being open-minded. Yeah, their food is not like ours. Like me now, I'm from Nigeria. It is not like our food, even food portion, the taste and everything. So why I'm saying this is, if you're not open-minded and you've sworn that you will not change from your thinking, what you know yesterday remains today and forever, it might be difficult for you to thrive here. So just try to be open-minded. It is a process. You can start training yourself even as you're trying to get your documents and every other thing that you need to come here. Yeah, also train yourself to be open-minded. Do not be rigid. If you're rigid, you cannot thrive here, my brother. Another important information you should know before coming to the Philippines is also about your tuition fee. Yes, here foreigners don't pay the same fees as locals. Yeah, so you should know that your school fees cannot be the same thing with the ones of the citizens. Yeah, and also depending on your schools too, there's also what we call foreigner fees here. So that one is dependent on your school. But you should also know this, that there's something called foreigner fee, and also your school fees, your tuition fee cannot be the same as that of Philippines. You should also know that there's what we call exchange rates here in the Philippines. Unless you have a sponsor, someone sponsoring you from the US, you're using US dollars, euros and all that. But if you're from some countries that are not using dollars, just know that there's something called exchange rates. Yeah, their school fees, the school fees of the school you're going to might actually be fixed, like nothing changed maybe for about 3-4 years, but it's going to actually change when you want to convert it to your money to pay your tuition. You should also know that there's something like that, so that it won't be a shock to you. Yeah, most of the times the challenge here is exchange rates, because it's not so stable. Depending on your country, it's not stable and it is not funny. So your sponsor also should know this. I hope most of the things I mentioned, they were informative. I also want to believe that it wasn't scary, because if there are foreigners here, to you too, you can be here. I'm only giving out these informations, and they're actually like the things I wish I knew also before coming here. So I'm just giving out this information, and I also want to end on this note. You should also know that you can achieve whatever you want to achieve, what has been destined for you to achieve, if you are determined. Life is not too rosy. So even if some of the things I said here sounds like kind of scary. It should not scare you. They are easy, but they are just informations that you should know. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. See you in my next one. Bye. I think I also need to say this one too. I don't want it to come out of my mouth like that. How you leave it? The racist part.